I was just very fortunate to get that. I mean, at the time unemployment was very high, and it was, it was amazing to have a job. I did my apprenticeship and then actually managed a butcher shop for a period of time. Had an accident then where I hurt my arm, and I was out of work for about 3 years. And that's what I was doing prior to Jobcare. Apart from seeing what I was going through and how being kind of disabled or having, part of you that's kind of damaged, it makes you think and look at life in a very different way. Looking at people in the inner city and looking at how unemployment was affecting them, seeing that there was 3 generations of unemployment in Dublin City at that time. And talking to my friends, I found that a lot of them didn't know how to look for work. We'd never been shown that or never been taught that. We didn't know what a CV was. We didn't know what it was like to do an interview. I felt I wanted to do something about it.
There was 11 of us. At that time, growing up then, if you got a job, you just had to take it, because times was tough then. And I just worked in the meat factory for nearly 10 years. So I hadn't got much education. Like, I worked as cleaning a lot, cleaning banks, cleaning hostels, and I just thought, well, that's all I could do.
It evolved with myself and another man called Robin Bowles, just meeting and looking at how we could change unemployment. We felt if we can only get the churches behind us to actually help us with this problem of unemployment, we might actually go a bit further on this. It wasn't just 1 or 2 individuals with their idea. We approached a church called Grace Baptist Church, and we asked them could we use their building. And we're still in that building. We use that as our offices and our training centre. And we've been there for 15 years.
Well, I felt a bit intimidated because, when you kind of doing cleaning work, people just say, look at you. Well, this was my opinion. Are you just a cleaner? Some people would turn their nose up as, when they look at you. And for years and years, I felt I was just a cleaner.
I suppose we've kind of got 4 main things and 4 different clients. So we've a drop-in centre that will allow basically people just to drop in off the street at any time, and if there's a spare computer or if there's someone there that's available to work with them on a one-to-one basis, they'll have that opportunity.
The way things are at the moment, it's very hard to get out there to find work. Instead of walking around and hoping, it's not going to happen that way. Where if you could come in here and you have jobs advertised on the wall, as I said, like you can use the computers, you're in no rush, you have all day to use the facilities. So I think it's a very, very good help, very, very good help.
Our challenge, I suppose, is to try and give them what they need, because they all have different skill levels. Some can write their own CVs, some you need to do the whole thing for them. So it's trying to assess what they need.
Second group of people we'd work with would be people who come and do our courses, and they'd be people who have maybe lower self-confidence and lower self-esteem, or that unemployment has started to affect them in a different way that they never experienced before. They're generally people who have the savvy and want to move on, and they've worked before, but they just need somewhere to maybe hone their CV, get a little bit of mock interview preparation, but they'll move on within 6 months usually and find work.
We got a chance for a mock interview. So everybody got a chance, and it helped me a lot because I was at the Accenture. We did this mock interview. After I spoke with my interviewer, and I just looked at points. At home, I prepared after, and 2 or 3 weeks later I got a job, so it helped me a lot.
Jobcare kept on pushing me, and they were the one who said that I could go for the course for the special needs, and I said I wouldn't be able to do that because I left school when I was 14, and it was Jobcare that encouraged me that I can do it, and I was capable of doing it, and it was just that they believed in me.
First of all, we have a situation where there may not have been somebody employed in the family for a number of generations. So all the skills that you would anticipate somebody would have, they understand things like timekeeping, understand things about, reliability. They're not there, or certainly they may be latent, but they're not there. And you have to build on that and work on that as the courses go on.
The next group of people are people who come in a community employment scheme. They would be people that we would generally find that need to be in work experience or just get a fresh start. Might be people returning to work after a period of illness or out of work for a period of time, and they're people who just need their confidence to be restored. And they, everyone can do it, but it's just they just need to work in a caring environment that we will support them through some of their struggles in getting back into the workplace.
Things obviously fizzled out towards the economic downturn and that. Spent a year unemployed, came onto the community employment scheme because I felt obviously now is a great time to retrain and do something else.
I found it good, yeah. Nearly 2 years here now, so I did a good bit of training and stuff. I found it very good, very helpful. Yeah. It's like I've an interest in this area now, so I wouldn't have had before. I wouldn't have thought I'd like this area, but definitely it's helped me in that respect,
So the challenge there is to bring somebody in who may not have worked for a long time, may have had a very bad experience of work, and to train them up and give them the encouragement that they need to be confident in their role.
Being unemployed, it's like it's soul destroying, as you can imagine. Basically, one thing about a CE scheme is you get to come into work most days. You've got something to do, it keeps you active, and it prepares you for the workplace when the jobs are available to take.
We get people who ring us up actually and look for staff from us when they need people, because they understand that we do run a tight ship and we do run a very comprehensive program down here, so they know that the staff that they will get will be people who will work hard.
As a resource, we would use Jobcare for many different types of staff. Normally, it's when we have merchandising and we need to get a very large job out within 24 hours. So it's generally unskilled work, and we're just delighted to have Jobcare provide the staff quickly. It's been fantastic.
Fourth group of people, really to a group of people who we felt have been really left behind by society, and they are the ex-offenders, people who have come out of prison, who've served their time, and guys who are sometimes just left out the door of the prison with their bag that they went in with and just expected to just go and work out life now on their own. So something has to be done, and I really think Trasna is a step in the right direction to do that.
When I was in there, I was coming out, I was thinking, I was saying to myself, what's it going to be like outside, and with a criminal record, how was I going to get a job, and how was I going to get back working,
There's a real need out there. You think about all the reoffending rate of people coming out of prison, unsupported, they just fall back into their own ways. Who can blame them? There's nobody there helping them through. People need a bit of help to get them through, particularly when they've been in an institution like a prison and they're just thrown back out into the street.
I heard it through my brother, he was here first and he got me the job, and he's actually gone on to college now to be a outreach worker, and he got that out through Trasna, and he's off all the drugs and everything else. Trasna helped him an awful lot,
You want help, we'll help you. You don't want help, there's the gate. And that's usually the very first thing I say to them. And they accept that.
The work is brilliant. Like you come to work every morning, like, and all your partners are there, like your mates and all, like, you know, and it's just brilliant support. Like all the support is there for you. Like if you want to do courses, like at the moment, like when I came to Tresent, I couldn't read or write, like, you know, and they got me literacy classes up in Mountjoy Square, and like ever since they got me them, like me reading is coming on an awful lot, and me writing as well, like, you know. Brilliant now at the moment. Like I have a reading up there now this morning, like, you know, and I've never read in front of a big crowd. Like this is my first time reading in front of a big crowd, like, and it's given me an awful lot of confidence, you know.
Here's the real answer. If you want to look at the investment of public money, you can't think of a better place to spend it. It costs way over 90,000 a year to keep somebody in prison for a year, whereas a tiny fraction of that to manage them through the Jobcare programme.
For me, if I didn't get that chance, I don't know whether I'd been an alcoholic or, can I say junkie? On drugs, because with the situation that I had, nothing to do with drugs, would just break up and that. And at that time, that's when Jobcare just took me under their wing, you know, or I'd been in a mental home.
There are all sorts of rules that operate within communities and sub-communities. But I tell you what, these rules can be changed. And if you give a community just a bit of an insight and a bit of an opportunity and a bit of capacity to do something about it, they can change the rules. The rules can be changed.
My motto now is with my children, like, finish school, do your exams. Like, you need this when you're finished. You have to finish school. You have to do this and you have to pass. And because Jobcare has taught me that.
Seeing lives restored, seeing broken lives restored is what really motivates me, whether that's helping them get the job or whether that's helping them overcome an obstacle for them to get the job. It's just how that changes the life of that individual, and that's what makes me passionate about what I do.